To create content in the Hub, you can either create a new content document from scratch, or you can load a zip file through the library. The zip file would contain all of your content files, including your HTML, text, and images. If formatted correctly, the Hub will actually set up your content document for you using the files that you've provided. In the library, click on File, Import, Images and Content to load either individual images or a content package. Be sure to select the appropriate audience for your content. Once your content is set up, the audience cannot be changed. All of your campaign files must use the same audience. So your campaign query, your recipient files, and your content all must use the same audience. Browse your computer to select the file that you would like to upload. This can either be individual image files or a zip file that includes all of your content. Click Next and specify the location where you would like your content saved. Click Next and set the name that you would like to use for your new content document. You can also change the encoding if applicable. Click Next and you will see a summary of all of the files that were found in your zip file. If images already exist in the system, you have the option to overwrite the existing images, or you can skip this step and the images will not be loaded. Please note that if you do not overwrite an existing image, the image of the same name in your content will not be loaded into the system, and your content will not be updated to point to the location where that image will be stored. This means that in your content, you would need to go in and edit the HTML to point to the correct location for the image once you have loaded it somewhere in the Hub. It's best to not use the same name for multiple images if the images are not identical. Be sure to click Overwrite to avoid any display problems. Click on Import and your content document will be set up. If there are any issues creating your content files, they will be noted under the status in the confirmation page. Otherwise, you will see success indicating that the files were successfully created. This will load all of your images into the content library and will update your HTML to correctly point to those images on the web. Click OK and you will see your new content document in the library. You can open the document and edit as usual. Note that your zip file should contain only images, text files, and HTML. All of the file names should have plain text names and not any spaces or special characters. You will have one text file, one HTML file, and an images folder. All of these items should be in the root of your zip file. Within the images folder, all of your images for your content should be included, and no other files should be found in the images folder or in any other section of your zip file. Some systems may create files called thumbs.db. These must be removed. Any other files besides JPEG or GIF or the other accepted file formats should be deleted. You can then add these three things to your zip file using whatever zip program you have on your computer. In your HTML file, images should be referenced relatively, referring to the local images folder. So you will see images / and then the image name within the HTML code. If your HTML is formatted this way, and your zip file contains the correct formats and the correct folders, the system will automatically create your content document when you load your zip file through the library.